If you are watching this video for the first time, make sure you are subscribing to Anantalakshmi Academy. Once you click on the subscribe button, you will see a bell icon. If you click on that bell and click on all, you will get to know whenever I upload a video. This will send you a notification. Hello everybody, welcome back to Anantalakshmi Academy. As told in the earlier video, today we are going to start a new chapter, which is 5th chapter of 10th class mathematics, quadratic equations. Today we are going to discuss about quadratic equations. So the term quadratic is not a new word to you guys by now, since we have already dealt with the term quadratic expression in polynomials chapter. If you are not aware of those terminologies, I would suggest you to please go through the polynomials introduction chapter, wherein you get to know what is a linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial and all right. So what is quadratic? Quadratic is nothing but from the knowledge which we gain from our polynomials chapter, quadratic is nothing but any expression which is of degree 2, which contains a degree of 2. What is a degree? Degree is nothing but the highest power of x, isn't it? The power of x is known as degree. The maximum power of the equation in which the maximum power of x is 2, that is degree 2, that is known as a quadratic equation. Let me give you an example. X square plus 2x plus 1. Is this a quadratic equation? Is it a quadratic equation? No, this is just a quadratic expression. When you write equal to and something on the other side, that becomes the equation. Even this is discussed in the introduction of polynomials, wherein we were figuring out, I was clearly explaining the difference between expression and equation. When we are dealing with equations, we will have this symbol equal to and something written on the RHS. But when we are dealing with just expressions, as in polynomials, we will just have this expression. Okay, no matter in which chapter we are dealing with, quadratic is nothing but an expression, or okay, a quadratic equation is nothing but an equation whose degree is 2. Now that we understood what is a quadratic equation, let's get to the definition of quadratic equation. What is a quadratic equation? How is it given in our textbook? Now that you understood, right, what is a quadratic equation? It is nothing but an equation whose degree is 2. That is known as a quadratic equation in simple terms. Let me give you the standard definition of quadratic equation. Okay, any expression, what is it? Any equation. No, this is any expression p of x such that p of x equal to 0. P of x is a polynomial. Now p of x is equal to 0. When I write p of x is equal to 0, it becomes a equation. That's an expression. This is an equation. In order to make you distinguish the difference, I am writing it like this. Any expression p of x such that p of x is equal to 0, where p of x be any polynomial. P of x is any polynomial of degree 2. All right. How should that p of x be? We said p of x be any polynomial of degree 2. So how how p of x can be written? P of x can be written as ax square plus bx plus c. Isn't it? This is the standard formula which we have learned in our polynomials chapter. Ax square plus bx plus c is the standard form of an expression whose degree is 2. Or you could say this as this is a standard form of an expression which is a quadratic expression. This can be called as a quadratic expression when p of x is any expression such that where p of x be any polynomial of degree 2, then this is the standard quadratic equation. What is this? Standard quadratic equation. The simple definition is that an equation whose degree is 2 is nothing but quadratic equation. But in order to make you understand what is written in the textbook, it is given that any expression p of x such that p of x is equal to 0. When it is just p of x, it is an expression. When it is p of x equal to 0, it becomes an equation. Such that p of x be any polynomial of degree 2, which is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c, is known as a standard quadratic equation. Okay, that is about the definition. This is the introduction of the chapter quadratic equations. Now, what comes next? We need, now that you know what is this expression is, what is how how a quadratic equation can be formed. Now, the next thing is, how do we solve this? How do we solve this? Even before I let you know how do we solve this, this is the introduction part. I would recommend you to go through the examples, because in order to tell you how to solve this, that is nothing but our exercise 5.1. So just pause this video here right now, go through the examples and come back to this video to watch exercise 5.1 problems. Alright? I hope you have gone through the examples and I am ready with the problems listed on the board. Okay, let me go through the first problem. Check whether the following equations are quadratic or not. As we have discussed, what is quadratic? Whose degree is 2. When we solve these equations, if we are getting an equation whose degree is 2, then it is said to be quadratic. If not, then it is not quadratic. Okay, let's try solving them. The second bit in first question is x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 multiplied it with this part which is there. So minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Minus 2 into minus x is plus 2x. Alright, now get this 2x the other side and 6 also the other side. That becomes x square minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. X square minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now, this is what they just wanted us to figure out whether this is quadratic or not. Now, the degree of equation is 2, isn't it? Hence, given equation is a quadratic equation. Alright, that is about the second bit. Let us solve the third bit in the same problem, which is x minus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3. Let us multiply these two quantities. Okay, x into x square plus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 2x minus 2 into 1 minus 2 is equal to x square plus 3x minus x minus 3. Alright, now let us simplify this. X square minus 2x plus x is minus x, minus 2 is equal to x square plus 3x minus x is 2x, and this is minus 3. Now x square gets cancelled, which are on the LHS and RHS. If I take this the other side, this minus x the other side, that becomes 3x minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0, which is nothing but 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now look at this equation. What is the degree of this equation? What is the highest power of x in this? Which is nothing but 1. So let us write the degree of equation is 1. Hence is it quadratic? No. Hence given equation is not a quadratic equation. Just write it like this. Is not a quadratic equation. Alright, that is about the first problem. Rest of the problems you can solve by yourself. I have given you an example of a quadratic equation and not a quadratic equation. How do we write the statements? So let's jump into the next problem. Here we have the second problem wherein we have multiple bits. Represent the following in the form of quadratic equations. Just we need to get a quadratic equation from the data that is given in the form of sentences. That's when we are done with these problems. Okay, the very first bit says the area of a rectangular plot. When we are dealing with a rectangle, what do we have? We have length and breadth, isn't it? We have length and breadth. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters. What is given for us? Area of rectangular plot. What is it? Area of rectangular plot is equal to 528 meters square, isn't it? Now, the length of the plot is 1 meter more than the twice its breadth. The length is dependent upon the breadth. So, let us consider, let breadth of the rectangle, which is nothing but breadth, is equal to x meters. Now, what happens to the length given? What is given? Similarly given for us, length is equal to, what is length? Length is equal to 1 meter more than twice its breadth. What is it? 1 meter more than twice its breadth. Twice its breadth, isn't it? What is twice its breadth? Is nothing but 2x. What is twice its breadth? Breadth is x, twice its breadth is 2x, and 1 meter more than twice its breadth is nothing but 2x plus 1, isn't it? Now, what is given for us? Area of the rectangular plot is 528 meters. We know, what do we know? Area is equal to, area of a rectangle is equal to L into B, isn't it? Now, length is equal to 2x plus 1, breadth is equal to x meters. So, area is nothing but L into B. So, L into B is nothing but x into 2x plus 1. Therefore, x into 2x plus 1 is equal to what is given? 528 meters square is given. Since given, isn't it? Now, let us solve for this. X multiplied inside, it goes 2x square plus x is equal to 528. This is equal to 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. Alright. Now, what did they ask? Represent the following in the form of quadratic equation. For the given statements, we have written the quadratic equation. So, we are done, isn't it? That's about the first bit in second problem. Let's jump into the next one. So, I have written the third bit of second problem. Second bit is quite simple, which is dealing with two consecutive positive integers, which you can consider it as x and x plus 1 and solve it by yourself. So I'm going to solve the third bit here. The solution being, let me read out this for you. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. Whenever somebody asks you about your age, how old are you, you just say 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old. But if you look at this sentence, mother is 26 years older than him. Compare it to him, she is 26 years older than him, which will be, so if you consider Rohan's age as 2, his mother's age will be 26 plus 2. Alright, that's the reason of this than him meaning. Okay. The product of their ages after 3 years will be 360 years. After 3 years. Say for suppose Rohan is 2 years old now. After 3 years, he will be 2 plus 3, which is 5. Okay. Likewise, we need to solve this. Now, we need to find Rohan's present age. So, we need a quadratic equation in terms of Rohan's age to figure out the same. Alright. So, let's get started. Let Rohan's age. Why am I considering Rohan's age as x? Because his mother's age is dependent upon him. So, Rohan's age is equal to x. What about Rohan's mother age? Rohan's mother age is equal to 26 years older than him. So, 26 plus x. Alright. What is given? Product of their ages after 3 years. So, after 3 years, Rohan's age will be x plus 3. And same, after 3 years, Rohan's mother age is equal to 26 plus x plus 3, which is nothing but 29 plus x. Now what is said? Given product of their ages. What is given for us? Product of their ages after 3 years is equal to 360 years, isn't it? So what are their ages after 3 years? Nothing but x plus 3 into 29 plus x is equal to 360. Let us solve this to get a quadratic equation. 29x plus x square plus 3 9s are 27, 3 2s are 6, 87 plus 3x is equal to 360. Now, as we told, the equation should be in the dropping powers of x. So, let me write x square first. X square plus 29x plus 3x, 32x. Likewise, if I get 360 the other side, 360 minus 87. 15, this is 10. 10 minus 7 is 3, 15 minus 8 is 7, and this is going to be 2. Minus 273 is equal to 0. Now we got a quadratic equation in terms of x, where x is nothing but Rohan's age. So we have converted whatever given for us into a meaningful quadratic equation. Alright, so let's jump into the last bit of second problem. So here we have the fourth problem of second bit, wherein a train travels a distance of 480 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed has been 80 kilometers per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. Okay, what are we supposed to find? Speed of the train. Let's speed of the train is equal to x. Train is equal to x kilometer per hour. We know, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. Therefore, time is equal to distance by speed. So, for us, is the time given to cover this 480 kilometers? No. So, let us figure out the time. Time taken to cover 480 kilometers is nothing but 480 distance by speed is x. Okay. Now, what is given? If the speed has been 8 kilometers per hour less, speed reduced. The reduced speed or speed reduced is equal to, by how much it has been reduced? By 8. So, speed is x and it got reduced by 8. Then it would have taken 3 hours to cover the same distance. So, time taken when speed reduced. Time taken when speed reduced. When you reduce the speed, what is the time taken? What is the time taken? It would have taken 3 hours to cover the same distance. It would have taken 3 hours more. This is. So that is going to be, what is the earlier time taken? 480 by x. Along with that time, it took 3 hours more, it seems. Okay. Now, so reduced speed is x minus 8. And now the time taken is 480 by x plus 3. So, time taken when speed is reduced. What is the actual time formula? Time is nothing but distance by speed. What is the distance? The same distance, 480 by speed is, now it is reduced, no? X minus 8 is equal to 480 by x plus 3. Isn't it? Now let us solve this to get the quadratic equation. How did we write? Time taken when speed reduced is initial time plus 3 hours. But time taken formula, as per formula, distance by speed I have put, and we are going to solve this equation. Now, let me take the LCM of x. 480 plus 3x by x. So, if you do the cross multiplication, it comes out as 480. Okay, 480x is equal to x minus 8 into 480 plus 3x. Okay, let us simplify this. 480x is equal to, I'm multiplying these two, so 480x plus 3x square minus 8 into 480 minus 24x. Okay, 8 3 is a 24. Let me write 4 properly. Okay, 480x on both sides gets cancelled. So this turns out to be 3x square minus 8 into 480. 8 zeros are 0, 8 8s are 64, 8 4s are 32, and this is going to be 38 minus 24x is equal to 0. Now, any quadratic equation we write in the dropping powers of x. So, this is going to be 3x square minus 24x minus 3840 is equal to 0. If you see, 3 can be common in all these terms. So, let me just take that 3 off. So, 3, if I take it out, 3 into x square minus 3 8s are 24, minus 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 3 8s are, 3 zeros are. If you send the other 3 to other side, this becomes x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. So, this is the quadratic equation which can be used to figure out the speed of the train. Alright, so that is about exercise 5.1, and I'm going to close this video right here. In the next exercise, in the next video we will be learning about the concept and the corresponding exercise of 5.2. So in the meanwhile, please do like, share and subscribe to Anantalakshmi Academy. If you feel that the content is worth enough, please pass it on to your 10th classmates or any of your relatives studying in 10th class. Alright, thank you for watching.